maybaanu dhidibnay calankeenu dhaabnay intii dhicisay.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Tomorrow is the 30th anniversary since Somaliland withdrew from the invalid union with Somalia and restored as a sovereign independent nation state in the Horn of Africa. In this video, I'll highlight on the basis of legal, moral and humanitarian why Somaliland deserves international recognition. But before I start the topic, let me wish to all Somalilanders a happy 18th of May. May this Independence Day be special for you and your loved ones. Somaliland, a country of 5.7 million people and an area of about 177,000 kilometers square, encompassing the territory of the former British Protectorate of Somaliland, whose borders were established by international treaties between 1888 and 1997. The country is strategically located along the Gulf of Aden, near the entrance to the Bab el-Mandeb, and has a long coastline through which almost one-third of the world's shipping passes. Since its separation from Somalia, Somaliland has been peaceful, stable, and has been able to establish a homegrown democratic system of governance that has proved sustainable. Its 850 kilometers coastline has been free of pirates, and the country as a whole has been able to avert, through its own efforts, the ravages of terrorism and the violence that continues to afflict its sister state, Somalia. Emerging from a very destructive war imposed upon by its last military regime of Somalia, it has been able to rebuild its economy from scratch, establish solid democratic institutions, and establish peace and stability in a conflict-ridden region, and has become a bulwark against terrorism and piracy in the region and beyond. There have been multiple free elections. 5 presidents changed hands peacefully in the last 30 years, including the current president, who was elected in a highly competitive race in which the 3 parties contended for power. International observers have been certified all elections as free and fair, and its use iris recognition technology, probably the first in the world, to ensure that each voter votes only once. This month, 30th of May, Somalia will conduct the parliamentary and local government elections again. Moreover, Somaliland has been able to rebuild its economy and reconstruct its economic institutions with very little support from the outside world. It has been able to do so through private sector and community initiatives, relying on the resilience and creativity of its people. Somalia was an independent sovereign state, recognized by many countries including members of the Security Council, following its independence from the UK and before it voluntarily entered into a union with Somalia. It has exited from the union following the failure of the union, one-sided atrocities and horrendous human rights violations, an implosion of central government of Somalia. Somaliland's independence restores the colonial borders of the former British Protectorate of Somaliland, and therefore does not violate the principle that former colonial border should be maintained upon independence, which is enshrined in the Consultative Act of the African Union. The people should not be forced to be part of an entity they rejected and still reject. The legitimacy of the 1960 Act of Union is questionable, since overwhelming the majority of the population of the country rejected it in a referendum for the constitution on which the legitimacy of the Union was based. Also, it's worth noting that Somaliland has been formally outside of the Union with Somalia for a period of 30 years. As long as it has been in the Union, almost 80% of the population were born or came of age since the union with Somalia was dissolved and have no recollection of being part of Somalia. Most importantly, Somaliland fulfills all the criteria for statehood as stated in 1933 Montevideo Convention. On the other hand, Somaliland has proven to be a peaceful, well-functioning and stable democratic state since the dissolution of the Union and sustained its viability as a state for the past 30 years, while Somalia descended into a conflict and chaos. The international community must look at Somaliland's case for recognition and membership in the international community based on legal and moral case stated above, historical precedents, and the rights of the peoples to self-determination. The international community has an obligation not to shut out the people of Somaliland who have so remarkably helped themselves and have been a partner for peace from normal interaction with the rest of the world. I hope you enjoy a happy 30th anniversary of the Republic of Somaliland. Congratulations to the people of Somaliland. Thank you very much.